From the flight deck to your TV set, you're watching 5 Minutes with Herb.
Hello folks, from the flight deck to your TV set, you're watching 5 Minutes with Herb. I'm your host, Herb Jackson, and my goal here is to make this the best 5 minutes of your day. So I ask that you sit back, relax, and enjoy this show. Have you ever watched a music video? Because if you have, over, say, the last 20 years, I can guarantee you that you've probably seen my man's work. Founder of Raging Nation Films with his wife, Kim. Let me introduce my guest, Dale Resteghini. How you doing today?
Hey, good brother. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it very much.
Thanks for taking the time to talk with me today. So I got to ask, coming out of Boston as, you know, wanting to be an actor, dancer, model, how did you progress from there to where you are right now?
Well, it starts with story. After being behind the camera for so many, in front of the camera for so many years as an actor, I finally got my way behind the camera, and it kind of opened up the world from there, where you get to see, wow, these are where stories are really created and told, and it just opens up your eyes in so many different ways. And so the journey really began from really putting myself behind the camera, because it just opened up the world in so many different ways. So
how do you think you made it to that point?
Well, I think, talent is obviously going to be something, whether you're in sports, whether you're in politics, whether you're in no matter what field you're in, talent and your skill level is gonna always sustain you. But it really comes down to your passion and determination and what you really want to achieve in life and how far you really want to go. And then any coach will tell you in pro sports, they'd much rather have a whole team filled of guys who have a skill level of 8 but have a drive of 10 versus a guy that has a skill level of 10 but has a drive of somebody of 8. So I've just always been that guy to always say, you know, no one's going to out hustle me, period. So my hustle has helped lead me into these amazing worlds that I'm in now.
Yeah, that's, I mean, I agree with you 100%. That's, you know, the hustle, the drive. You know, we've probably witnessed, you know, in athletics, I'll use for an example, an athlete who we saw that had, you know, great natural talent, but never rose to those levels. Whereas there's a guy, you know, the 8th or 10th rounder, the grinder, that gets in there and works real hard and actually becomes successful. I'm a quotable guy, so as I was looking around, doing a little research, I love this quote of yours. It says that when you're that good, your phone is always ringing. So tell me, at what point the phone rang did you realize that, oh my God, I've made it?
God, in music videos, I have to say it was back in 2003. I got a call from a then music video commissioner who was like the top in the game at the major label level, named Jeff Panzer, and he had a nickname called the Emperor of all videos, because he was commissioning the biggest videos for the biggest artists at that point in time. And he had seen a video I'd done for a hardcore band called Hatebreed that had just had the first single off the Triple X soundtrack that the director Rob Cohen picked for Vin Diesel's, you know, star-making film. And so I'd done a video for Hatebreed, and I just did this great video for the band, and I didn't know it was going to make the way up the ladder to someone at Jeff's office inside the label they were just signed at. He called me up, and you know, he has this very distinctive voice. It's raspy and it's old, and he talks, hey, you know, how did you come over the shots? And you know, my name's Jeff Panzer, and I helped discover Mark Klasfeld and Dave Myers and blah blah blah, and you're going to be that same guy. And so it was that call for music videos that, you know, and at that point, I think that video with Hatebreed was maybe about my 80th or 90th, all done at the, you know, independent level. And then that was around the year I started to pop and break.
Speaking about music videos, one of your latest productions was a video with Tata Prince and John Legend, Love One Another. So I imagine you got the phone call, hey, would you be interested in getting into this project? Could you explain a little bit how that all came together?
Sure. I actually had known The people that managed Tater Prince, who's actually nephew to John, had known about me for some time, and they reached out to him about doing a music video. And they had a certain budget in mind, and they asked what we could do for that budget. And I said, well, we can do A, B, C, or D. And I also suggested that, you know, since this is a very universal sounding song, to me, it was very much reminiscent of like We Are the World kind of a vibe. I suggested we could do something a bit bigger and explain how that would work. And because I've done many music videos during like the BET weekends and the MTV weekends, so the remix videos, whether it was Khaled or Busta Rhymes, Soulja Boy, or whoever, done many of those kind of videos where you would actually have to have, you know, 30, 40, 50 artists and cameos and entourage to show up during a 12-hour day and shoot them and make the video. So they loved that concept, and that's how that came together. And it went from being something that was going to be small and boutique with some visual effects to something much bigger and broader. We shot over 2 days.
Are there any special challenges in directing videos when you have such a huge amount of a cast of celebrities and all these different people that are cameoed in the video? Is that any more challenging than, say, just doing a video with just a local band?
Not at all. For me, I always say this. Listen, everybody has a skill set, and I happen to be this multi-analytical Virgo that thrives in chaos. Like the sky can be falling around me, and I'll still be cool as a cucumber and just execute and just deliver and just accomplish the mission. I can't write code. I can't change my spark plugs in my car, but I can direct the heck out of anything. So whether it's one person or 100 or one camera or 20, I just managed to get the job done.
I gotta say, you do an excellent job.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
One more thing. Is there any particular music genre you prefer or is easier to work with than another when filming a video?
No, I mean, I happen to listen. I grew up as a kid loving music videos when music videos first came out on MTV, and I'm a kid of the '80s, and where soundtracks had all kinds of, you know, amazing music. So I'm not genre specific. I look at every different song and video situation as a challenge, and it's up to me, you know, working in conjunction with the artist and the label who maybe already have some creative behind it to make the best video I can. And so, is there a song that maybe may appeal to me more than others? But macro, there's not a specific that I like one more than the other. I look at every single job as an opportunity to flex my creative skills and have an impact.
Call me a fan or whatever. I think you do a wonderful job. I appreciate all of your work. Like I say, thank you so much for taking just a couple minutes out of your day, because I know you're a busy man. But before we go, I have to ask you to stick around for 30 seconds of my lightning round. Are you ready for that?
I'll do my best.
Let's go ahead and get these cards ready. So are you ready?
Go.
Okay, here we go. Better sports rivalry, the Celtics-Lakers or the Yankees-Red Sox?
Yankees-Red Sox.
More cultural significance, 90s hip-hop or 70s disco?
90s hip-hop.
Better show, 106 in Park or Yo MTV Raps?
Yo MTV Raps.
Would you rather direct a feature film or a music video?
Feature film.
Oh, my man. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. Dale, once again, thank you so much for joining me. And on social media, I guess you go by the tag Real Rage. Is that correct?
REELRAGE, yes.
Okay, Real Rage. Make sure you go out and follow Real Rage. Dale, once again, thanks for joining me today. And folks, that's it. 5 minutes from Herb. I hope you enjoyed. We will see you on the next show. Thanks for watching.